Timer's ticking. Last chance to hit those likes. Let's get the party started. Yo, fellas. Who we got? Got George Jungle. I see George Jungle. I see Mike Dawson. I see Interactive. I see Two Wolves. I see Ahmad. I see John in here, man. John said, imagine if we dump now, BTC dominance would be 50%. Yeah, if Bitcoin dumped right now, alts would get slaughtered. They're already kind of getting slaughtered today. Bitcoin's going up. What's going on? Shout out to everyone. Johnny. Akriti. Tim. What's going on, man? Morkovitz, Derek, Chancho. I can see everyone in the hat. His name is Chancho. Let's go, man. His name is Chancho. Let's go, man. Let's go. All right, guys, let's jump on in. Let's jump on in today. Let's jump on. Let's not waste any time. Franco. I see Franco in here. I see Franco. Franco's the homie, man. Franco is the homie. DP. He said, what's good? Not too much, man. Not too much. I'm over here drinking some milk. I got some 2% milk. Man, guys, what's your favorite milk, by the way? Is your favorite milk skim milk, whole milk, 1% milk, 2% milk, fat-free milk? I think that's all the milks. What is your favorite milk? I got some 2% milk here. I got to say, I like the 1% and 2% milk. You know, I can really drink anything. The whole milk is too sugary, okay? Whole milk, number one, is too sugary. Number two, skim milk. It's good if you're mixing in something, but if you want some flavor, man, you can't go wrong with the 1 or 2%. You can't go wrong with the 1 or 2%. All right, I gotta be honest. It's like that perfect mixture of, it's not like a shake, like whole milk, and it has some flavor, unlike skim milk. You gotta go with the 2% milk. He said whole D. He wants the whole D. That's what she said. She wanted the whole D too. Ahmad, the Bears want to sleep at beach. The Bears want to sleep at the beach. I don't think the Bears are going to be going to the beach anytime soon if they keep shorting Bitcoin. You know, they're doing well shorting the altcoins, but man, good luck shorting Bitcoin right now. Bitcoin is a freight train. Anytime it dumps, it just gets bought up instantly. Shout out. We got K-Dub said he likes titty milk. Nice job, bro. Nice. He likes the titty milk in the chat. That's funny, man. Shout out. Who we got? Mike Dawson said homemade nut milk. That sounds wrong. Oh, no. Okay. I don't know why I thought of like nut milk. Ignore me. I don't know why I thought of the nut milk. You guys know what I mean by the nut milk. Holy shit, the Bears want to fly. Alan Duckworth said, "God, let's check it out." Let's go, man. Let's go, man. Yeah, so you had some gaming tokens that went up yesterday. You got a couple of them that are down today. Altcoins just got beat up today, man. I mean, altcoins just got absolutely slaughtered today. Guys, it's the Bitcoin show. And I keep saying this. It is the Bitcoin show, and that's why right now I'm spending so much time talking about just Bitcoin and not altcoins. Because, guys, doing altcoin TA right now, Bitcoin's literally holding up the altcoins right now. If Bitcoin dumps, I'm going to continue to say this, altcoins will get absolutely kerplunked to the downside, right? So we want Bitcoin to hold here, okay? But anyways, let's get busy. Let's see what we're doing today. And let's talk some charts because Bitcoin's back at 28,100 after taking a little bit of a dip today, guys. Back down to 27,500. Let's talk some charts. Let's get a little crazy and, and let's do what we normally do. Now, holy crap, I'm orange. Holy crap. I just turned orange all of a sudden. Wow, it is bright. Woo! Man, I felt like a vampire.
You don't want it?
No, this is great. This is great. Thank you, Maj. This is great. All right, so Bitcoin is coming up, guys. I will continue to remind you, like I keep doing in the beginning of the stream every time, guys. Know where we are, okay? Bitcoin is at a huge resistance level, right? 28,000 to 28,800 is the resistance level we've been watching for, okay? So I'll keep saying at the beginning of the stream, if you're feeling stressed out, if you feel like crypto could go back down, it's not a bad time to take a little profit, in my personal opinion. I took some TPs on a couple different things, all right? Not a bad time to take some profits. All right, I'm going to continue to say that. Don't let anyone make fun of you for taking profits, okay? Because those are the people that'll probably run it all the way up and then run it all the way back down to the lows. I'm just saying, it's facts. I've been there. I think everyone's been there before. You don't want to be that guy. But anyways, let's, Bitcoin's coming back up to 828K. All right, let's see what Horse Guy's thinking right now. We always want to do and understand what Horse Guy's doing. Let's see what he's doing today. Horse Guy, come tell us how you feel about the market today, brother. Come on up. Come on up. Well, look at the Bitcoin. It is coming up. There is no resistance between here and 30K. That's what everyone told me. Everyone told me that. Crypto Kirby. Who else told me that? I think, Crypto Guru. The Guru Crypto guy. He's such a guru. He said no resistance till 30K. Crypto, Car the Moon. They all told me to FOMO. So I'm going long here. There is no resistance. Let's see if there's any pattern. No, there's no pattern on Bitcoin right now. We look bullish. Guys, I'm going all in long right now. Bitcoin is daddy of the market. All coins are getting wrecked. FOMO Bitcoin. Okay? Alright guys, I'm out of here. Enjoy your stream. I will continue to win because FOMO has worked lately. Alright? Later. Peace out. If you want to donate some hair because I FOMO'd all my money into crypto. If you want to donate hair, links in the description down below if you want to donate hair to me. Okay? Bye. Thank you, Horse Guy. Okay, so we know what Horse Guy is doing. Horse Guy is FOMOing right into Bitcoin's biggest resistance level. Okay, that's what Horse Guy is doing. That's what the average Joe person is doing down the street. Spartax said all these YouTubers calling 1 million BTC is make me very bearish. I ain't calling 1 million BTC. I ain't calling 1 million BTC. If you've been watching my stream, I'm being very, very cautious at this 28K level. Very, very cautious because every time we come to these resistance levels, we sort of ignore it and it acts as resistance, right? So this level, guys, right here. So we still are in this big rising wedge, right? This is a bearish pattern. They break down 69% of the time. I'm not making it up. It's there, okay? They break down 69% of the time. I put the bear right here because there's a lot of bears sitting up here looking to scoop something up. They're looking for shorts on a sweep to the upside, right? So a lot of the bears that I've seen, and it makes a lot of sense, they're waiting for another push to the upside, right? To break these highs, right? This is where the big whale, right? If there is one, the big bear whale is up here, eating all these longs that come up here, right? And he's got to build his shorts up here to bring this back down, right? So that's obviously still the bearish scenario. You got to be careful right here, guys. I know it's not fun to say, we get a pullback at resistance, but, let's go back over to the shorter term time frames for BTC, right? So 15-minute time frame, you're just kind of going up in a channel literally since Friday. right? It's just up, down, up, down, up, down. Now you're coming back up again. You know, my question is this: Will you still get that one more spike to the upside? I don't know. I don't know if we're gonna get that one more spike to the upside, right? The two scenarios I'm looking for is Bitcoin spikes to the upside, right? And if it breaks these highs and then deviates and comes back below here, that's the sign where we want to go short, right there. Okay. I'm not doing it yet. Okay. I'm waiting for some type of confirmation. If Bitcoin breaks out of this channel to the upside, it's gone. It ain't gonna do that. All right. So that's kind of the two upside scenarios that I see is if we see some deviation here, right, above this high, we break the high, come back in. That's probably the short-term move is down, right? If we break above this channel, we're probably just going to continue to the upside, right? You got to be okay with either direction. Everyone's like, so Joe, do you think it's going to go up or down? Yeah, man. Of course it could. We have no idea until the price action tells us, right? But it's about where we're at. Who are we in here right now? John said, okay, I can't time the other mods out for political discussion, but the rest of you are fair game from this point. Guys, no political discussion. Don't become, this is not a political stream, guys. Come on. We know this, okay? Talk crypto in the chat. But John, we don't want to talk crypto. All right, have you seen the world? Everything's a political issue now. No one can just have fun. It's this, that, right? We all just want to talk politics. Screw crypto. It's over. We don't care. Bitcoin's going up, but we all hold altcoins. We don't hold Bitcoin. We don't care. Oh, man. Shout out to Interactive. Shout out to Skillful. If we break up through that wedge, no stopping this move. Bears will go crazy. I generally agree, right? And, you know, it's me just being a realist, guys, right? I know we all want to have fun and we want to break. Dude, I hope we break this to the upside. I want to just smack this to the upside and just be like, let's go to the moon. I want to be a moon boy. Listen, I like being a moon boy. Being a moon boy is fun. It's easy.
Strap up. We're going to the moon.
Right? It doesn't take too much skill. But we got to respect this resistance right here at 28K, right? And we're kind of struggling with it a little right now. Could change. I do think if we smack this 28K level, I do think we're going to see this 31.5 if we do, right? But I continue to say, like, if we go back to the Wyckoff, okay, our little Wyckoff chart here, and we say, okay, we broke this to the upside, right? We broke this 25K region to the upside, which we were struggling with for quite a while, right? This whole time we're saying Wyckoff. We're all getting laughed at. Ha ha ha. Jordan, you're an idiot. We're still going to 12K. Ha 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 ha. You're an idiot. I'm not accumulating anything down here. I'm still in all cash. Well,
stupid.
Here we are. Now, we broke it to the upside. Now, okay, we're at the first major resistance to the upside. I still wouldn't count this out, okay? And hear me out. I still wouldn't count this out of Bitcoin coming all the way back down and testing 25,200. I would not count that out. Be okay if that happens. And I will say this. If that does happen, guys, okay?
Rant alert.
There's going to be FUD. There's going to be bearish posts. There's going to be bears saying, I told you so, even though they've been saying that all the way since 15K we're going to dump. You're going to hear it consistently all over the... It's it. That's it. Okay. In my opinion, that'll just be a back test of this region here. Okay. But you're going to hear it. If that does happen, you're going to hear it's over. It's over. We're going back down. Oh my God. Look at Bitcoin, right? There's going to be probably some news story that sounds bearish, just like the banking news when we dumped from 25 to 19 and everyone's like, oh my God, this is it. This is going to be the catalyst to dump Bitcoin at 15. And then Bitcoin pumps what? 50% in the next 4 days. All right. Just letting you know, like if that does happen, it's going to be bearish. It's not going to be bullish. when you get red candles, it's never bullish. No. Right. So that's still the way I'm looking at it right now, guys. George buys spot and does not leverage trade. He's not dumb, just an optimist. I agree. Right. And all right, here's the thing. Everyone makes fun of George. Okay. Everyone makes fun of George, but I'll tell you right now. And I always like to say this, man. Listen, I kid on George too, but I always say this. You know what I always say about George, okay? Every day, if he says what he preaches, if he does what he preaches, I don't know if he does, but if he does what he preaches, okay? Every day he wakes up and goes, "Good morning, honey. Good morning. What altcoin should we DCA into today?" Oh, yo, what's up the most today? Let's see. What coin's up the most today? Oh, look at it. We got EGLD is up 8% today, with the rest of the market's down. I think we should DCA into EGLD. What do you think, honey? Yeah, I definitely think it's going to go up still. It's definitely going to go up. Oh, yeah, I'm going to make a stream about it later. You know, yeah, I'm going to make a stream about it later. Because I didn't know anything about it earlier, but now that it's pumping, I'm going to do some research on it. Yeah. All right, yeah, we'll DCA into EGLD, honey. And what coin do you want to DCA in? Oh, the one that's up second most. Okay, Solana. Okay, cool. Let's DCA into Solana. Perfect. All right, honey. Let's have a good day. No, in all seriousness, right? Everyone clowns on George, but if George has been DCAing for the last 10 months, he will do better than 90% of you guys in the chat right now. And that's not me throwing shade. That's just me being a realist. Because, you know, I always say this in crypto, guys, and no one believes it until it actually plays out, because everyone waits for a number and it never comes. Okay, everyone thinks they're going to time the bottom like a freaking genius, but they never do. I didn't hear anyone calling for 15.5 as a bottom yet. There you go, right? Time in the market beats timing the market. You're not going to time crypto. Good luck to you. Good luck to you, right? If you was able to do it, you'd be seeing these big-ass companies not FOMO into the high. You'd see Tesla, Michael Saylor, they'd have a way to know when the bottom was going to be. Yet they just DCA. Why do you think they do that? Because they don't know they don't know, but they know the long-term trajectory, right? So I will agree with George on that, as time in the market beats time in the market 100% of the time. Unless like you're a wizard and know when the bottom is going to be, even though no one said 15.5 besides Chewy. Shout out to Chewy, bro. Shout out to Chewy. Let's see. Dump. Let's see. Did George work as an AI in his previous life? I guess so. I'm kind of going on a rant though, but shout out to George. All right. Anyways, we look, guys. So White Golf, we're coming up. I don't know. I'm still wouldn't be surprised, guys, because we got to keep it 100 here. The one thing that keeps me slightly bullish right now, okay, the Bitcoin chart's in a rising wedge, right? It's got a little 4-hour bearish divergence coming in here, right? It looks a little heavy. It looks a little heavy, but it's looked a little heavy a few times. I know it's not the popular opinion, but it is what it is. The one thing that keeps me slightly bullish on Bitcoin is the DXY getting absolutely dismantled to the downside, right? You haven't really seen this like give Bitcoin. It's the last 3 days you've seen the DXY get sent to the downside. You didn't really see Bitcoin react to that too much today. Bitcoin was kind of like chilling, but the dollar got sent. I really think the dollar is coming down to this 101 level, guys, right? Where this, you see this guy right here? He's really cold, right? This is the guy who's bullish on the dollar. This is the guy who was looking for up here for the dollar to bounce all the way back up to 120, right? This is that guy down here he's still in his dollar long from all the way up here looking for that double top, right? That's still that guy. I still think the dollar's coming all the way back down here. And if I think the dollar's coming back down here, I don't know. It's hard for me to be too bearish on Bitcoin. Yes, you can see a drop. Abso-freaking-lutely. But can I be calling for 20K? I don't know. I don't personally see it. Some people do. All right. I don't know. I think you certainly could see a retest of 25 too. But you know, a move back down to 20K sounds a little crazy to me. With what I think the dollar is going to do, which is dump down here. You know. But it is what it is. Holding alts is probably not a good idea. Yeah, I mean, it's what I keep saying the last few days, right? If you don't feel comfortable right now, it's a great time to take profits, because I will tell you this, guys. I will tell you this. I'm just being real. It's not the fun thing to say. But if Bitcoin drops from here, I'm going to tell you right now, altcoins will drop 40% to 50%. I'm being honest. They will. You might not think it. But just remember the last time Bitcoin had a slight pullback, right? Which was right here, right? Bitcoin dropped from 25 to 20 for the most part. Bitcoin dropped about 20%. And you see pretty much every altcoin dropped like 50% in the time frame, right? So just be careful. That's all I'm saying. Just be careful. I know we all want it to go to the moon, but we're starting to hear the $1 million predictions now. And, you know, you got to be a little careful here. We look at MYV on the weekly. I just went all in and sold all my butt coins. You sold all your butt coins, Drew. Don't sell all your butt coins. Don't sell all your butt coins, bro. Do not sell them all, right? Anyways, guys. Yeah, Bitcoin's getting a slight move down here. Let's see if we can hold this wedge. So that we're sitting right on the bottom of this wedge, guys. Right on the bottom of this little wedgeroo. All right, so let's see what happens, bro. But if they're providing unlimited liquidity to the banking sector, true. And there's always a chance that Bitcoin just goes rank and pumps up, right? And I'm okay with that, right? I'm okay if Bitcoin just wants to pump right up to 31K, right? Which is my next target. If Bitcoin breaks this 28K level, let's freaking do it. We'll get a party up in here. You know what I'm saying? We'll be up in here with the pickle. Right? We'll be up here with the pickle if that happens, bro. All right? I'm ready for it. I am ready for it. I am freaking ready for it, man. I'm ready for it, bro. But I gotta listen to what the chart tells me. Chart tells me a dip. Chart tells me a dip, right? If I'm being honest, the chart tells me a dip, but the moon boy in me wants a pump. All right? So, and then it's one of those things that you know, when Bitcoin has this, what the frick? Just broke my hat. Hold on, guys. Hold up. When Bitcoin has, holy shit! I was tugging on my hat. There we go. We're good. When Bitcoin has these bullish moves, sometimes the bearish patterns can break to the upside, right? So, I'm more so warm with the altcoins. I'm not really worried about Bitcoin, man. I'm not. Bitcoin is stronger than an ox right now. The narrative's there, right? Now you got the macro narrative starting to come through. I'm not worried about Bitcoin. It's the altcoins that are worrying me a little bit if Bitcoin does get a drop. All right, Bitcoin drops 25. Okay, it's like a 10% move, whatever. And lately it's been long Bitcoin, short alts. That's been the move lately. But I'm just excited to see what happens next, guys. I do think you know, we got so many things coming on right now. We got the FOMC meeting, which is coming up. 73% chance of a 50 basis point hike, or sorry, a 25 basis point hike, and 26% chance of zero. I think it's going to be 25. I know a lot of people think zero. If it's zero, let's freaking go. Let's get it. Right? Would it be bullish? Would it be bearish? I don't know. You never really know with that type of shit. But let's get it. Who's here? Christopher Reed said, where's the lucky hat? The lucky hat's right here, bro. Chris, as long as this hat is on my desk, Bitcoin will not make a new low, okay? This Santa hat will prevent Bitcoin from going below 15K. I'm telling you right now. Ever since we had the Santa hat on my desk, it hasn't gone below there. You know what I mean? So let's get it. It hasn't gone below there. Let's see. Interactive said, keep up the good work, George. Shout out to Interactive, man. Shout out to you, bro. Shout out to you. I saw someone gifted a membership too. It didn't tell me who it was, unfortunately. It didn't tell me who it was, unfortunately. But you know, it is what it is. John said 25. Yeah, I think 25. I think 20. I think zero is the little moon boy. You know, I think that's what the market wants. If it happens, let's go. We can all be moon boys together. Because I want to be a moon boy. We all want to be moon boys. But I'll keep saying this, guys. Short-term time frames, whatever. Weekly and monthly still look absolutely like. Oh, hold up. Becker's coming. Here comes Becker. I told you guys to get off my tail. It is time. You cops shouldn't even be working right now. You should be at home buying gaming tokens. Okay? Do you know that we are in a bullish trend right now? You should be investing in mid-cap gaming tokens. Get off my ass. All right? Go home, quit your job, and invest in gaming tokens, you stupid cops. Get off my tail. God, wasting their freaking time. Christ, whenever I bang their wives because they're Cardano holders. Bunch of idiots, bro. A bunch of idiots not investing in. I already lost them. They can't even keep up with me, and they call themselves cops. By the way, they eat donuts and I bang their wives because they're all Cardano holders, and they don't invest in gaming tokens. What a bunch of idiots! All right, time to go work on my 3 multi-million-dollar businesses and work on my 6-pack apps. I'll be back, guys, later. Shout out to Beck. Shout out to Beck. Beck did say he's getting some gaming tokens, so let's see what happens there. I got a few gaming tokens. We got Gala and PYR. They both had pretty good last couple days. Let's see. Becker. I still have the OG gaming tokens. Mint Chuck E. Cheese token. Mint Chuck E. Cheese. Oh, from like actual Chuck E. Cheese? I used to love Chuck E. Cheese when I was a kid, man. I don't see him anymore. Is Chuck E. Cheese still in business? I haven't seen one of those. When's the last time I've seen a Chuck E. Cheese? It has to be years. Have you guys seen a Chuck E. Cheese? Are those still around? Chuck E. Cheese, low-key, used to have the best pizza, bro. The best pizza was at Chuck E. Cheese. It had to be Chuck E. Cheese. Chuck E. Cheese, they put so much cheese on the pizza. And we all love cheese, guys. Especially us Americans, we love cheese. We love cheese, right? We like a lot of cheese. Like, they put cheese, just put cheese on top of cheese on top of cheese. We don't want a little cheese. We want big cheese. They put so much cheese on that shit, and it was so good. Shout out to Chuck E. Cheese. Chuck E. Cheese gonna go down? Yeah. I haven't seen a Chuck E. Cheese in years, though. I guess because kids don't really want to go to those places anymore, man. They have video games to play. They don't want to go to Chuck E. Cheese, and parents don't want to pay to go to Chuck E. Cheese. They'd rather just bring their kid to the playground, which is free. Who wants to bring their kid to Chuck E. Cheese where they got to pay $100 so their kid can play some games for one day? You know? They don't want to bring their kid to Chuck E. Cheese. They want to just bring them to the playground or just have them play on their phone at home. It's easier. You know what I mean? Shit. They're still around. Their pizza is garbage if you're over 8. I was under 8 when I liked it, so I guess that kind of makes sense. I also like garbage pizza. I like Domino's, Pizza Hut, Little Caesars, which is okay. I like garbage pizza, you know, so I can't really say anything about that, to be honest. To be completely honest. Kids are lazy. Cheese has too many additives. Jack said, who cut the cheese? Not me. That was you, Jack. The cop owns ADA. The cop always owns ADA. Shout out to ADA. How's the ADA chart looking? Man, some of these, you know, I always make fun of the Dino altcoins, but where's these Dino altcoins? Where's ADA at? Where's ADA? Where's ADA? Man.
I love this stream because Jordan spends most of the time on BTC, isn't constantly begging for likes, and keeps politics muted.
Shout out to Skip Factor, man. I try not to beg for likes. Sometimes I have to do it, but I try not to. I don't like begging for shit. And also being a salesperson. It's a little raunchy to me, but it is what it is. Wade said, does anyone finish their crypto taxes? What a pain in the ass. They are a pain in the ass. I will say that. They are a pain in the ass. Especially, dude, especially if you're sending shit constantly to wallet and back and this and that and this and that. It is a pain in the freaking ass. Holy guacamole. Pain in the guac. Pain in the guac. Pain in the guac. That's why when I buy stuff for holds, I don't like to switch in and out. I like to buy it and hold it. Okay, unless I really want to take profits. You know what I mean? But and then obviously trading is a little bit easier because they give you like the thing and they give you your profit and loss and stuff like that. But as far as holds, I try to keep that to a minimum, right? And that's like I really want to take profits, which only up until recently I did. It wasn't even last year. So last year was actually pretty easy. Next year, I don't know. Depending on where Bitcoin goes, it might be a little harder next year. Like when you start selling everything, that's when it gets a little annoying. When you're trading it back and forth, that's when it gets annoying. Bitcoin being kind of slow today, guys. It was really a slow day for Bitcoin. It was slow today. Like you were just chopping up and down. You know, it was definitely a slow day. Now I know everyone's worrying. You know, let's answer the elephant in the room. This is the elephant in the room, guys. I don't think because here's the deal, guys. Who in here holds more? Who in here holds more than 80% of their portfolio in altcoins? Let me know in the chat. Who in here holds more than 80% of their portfolio in altcoins? Raise your hand right now. Because the elephant in the room and the question that most people want to know is, and the biggest question I get is, Jordan, when are altcoins going to start moving? This is ridiculous. Well, I will say again, right? I don't want to sound like Cowan over here, but he's right in this. That he's right in saying that in the beginning phase of a bullish trend, okay, Bitcoin moves first, okay, and what happens a lot of times is Bitcoin sucks the money out of altcoins, and that altcoin money goes into BTC. Typically, if you go back to 2019, right? Let's go look at Bitcoin dominance. I hate looking at Bitcoin dominance. I hate it. I do. Me. Don't ask, don't tell. Altcoins. Does ETH count? I actually don't think ETH counts. I think Bitcoin and ETH are kind of. I consider like Bitcoin and ETH not altcoins, and everything else is an altcoin. That's my take, right? Some people will disagree with that, but I think it's Bitcoin 1, ETH 2, everything else 3. That's my take, but if we look right here, all right, Franco, don't be trolling, bro. Right? So April 2019, this is when Bitcoin had the big run up in 2019, right? And you can see that dominance crushed it to the upside, right? Dominance went nuts, which means Bitcoin just absolutely destroyed altcoins to the upside. And then 2020, when Bitcoin started the bull market in 2020, Bitcoin dominance went up first, right? Now, what you'll notice is it doesn't go up forever. Eventually, it hits a point where it's like, all right, now it's the altcoins' turn to get a little bit of a ride, right? We know what happened in 2020 is Bitcoin went up, dominance went up basically 28%, and then just absolutely destroyed to the downside. And this was like the beginning of 2021 when altcoins were going nuts. This was Dogecoin, Saturday Night Live, altcoins were going freaking crazy. Like every altcoin was up 50% like every day. It was absolutely crazy. Now, this, right now we're up about, from the lows, we're up about 24%, right? So very similar to what we did over here. And this one went up about 37%. So we're right. This is the funny part, right? This is kind of do or die time for Bitcoin dominance here. It's like, this is when we got rejected the last 2 years, is right in this box, right? But I will say this, the way Bitcoin looks right now, I would not be shocked if this white box breaks and Bitcoin goes on a bigger run against alts. I would not be shocked whatsoever, because this does not look like it wants to stop anytime soon. I don't see any signs of weakness on this thing, right? It's going to the moon. Now, who knows with this, but you know, and it's why the first months of a bullish trend, you want to be in Bitcoin, right? And I think sometimes we forget, and I forget that sometimes. It's like the best thing to do is be in Bitcoin first, take profits on Bitcoin, and then go into altcoins later, right? Heavily, you know. But you know, when altcoins move, a lot of altcoins have been moving. You just have to be in the right ones. But you know, when do the top ones move? Like freaking ETH, DOT, Matic, Avax, Cardano, right? A lot of like the top 20 ones. Whenever this finds a top, it could be here. It could move up to 50%. Shit. But historically, I mean, the last 2 times, dominance went up about 25 to 30% before it topped out, and then it was altcoins' turn. Like we said, right now, this is up about 23%. So I would say somewhere in this range is where I think dominance tops out. Somewhere between 48% and 50%. Where? I don't know. And this could still have plenty of room to run. Plenty of room, you know? So we'll see. And that's the elephant in the room right now, right? That's all I see on Twitter is like, what altcoins moving? We don't care about Bitcoin. And it's like, you know, it's why I say, like, everyone should have some Bitcoin in their portfolio. Because this is typically what happens in the beginning. Most alts have moved. They've moved, yes, but, you know, so Bitcoin's sitting at its highs. But look at like for Cardano, for instance. Cardano's down 20% from the highs, where Bitcoin's just sitting at its highs. You know? Let the horses out, Clint. Who are we in here? Let's see. Why has Ethereum performed really bad this pump period? It's Bitcoin's time to shine, man. It's Bitcoin's time to shine. Now, the good altcoins have moved, and this is the ones that we've been talking about, right? We've talked about Optimism. We've talked about DYDX. We've talked about Stacks, right? We've talked about a couple of them, right? That have consistently outperformed. You just have to find the ones that do. You know, it is what it is. It is what it is. They moved but not grooved. Exactly, Derek. They moved but not grooved. Right? They moved but not grooved. Let's see what Bob has to say about it.
Man, Jordan, I'm sick of this Bitcoin shit. When can we see altcoins move? I want a 3x, 4x, 5x. I don't want a 40% move on my altcoins. This is boring. 40%? This is not why I'm in crypto. I'll go invest in stocks if that's the case. I don't know how to invest in stocks, but I'll do it. When Shiba pump 5x, that's what I want to know. I want to retire, aka have enough money for 6 months of rent. That's what I want to do. All right? Let me know. Christ, man. Sick of this Bitcoin rally. It's so boring, man. Oh, Christ.
Over here. Gall's about to blast. Gall's about to blast. Oh, man. Next Tuesday, Bob. Next Tuesday. Dan said next Tuesday. It's going to be next Tuesday. Oh, man. Look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin's being boring, guys. Bitcoin's being boring. Let's look at some indicators, right? So, daily time frame, we're at resistance. We're actually, stock RSI is actually topped out. I will say, though, like, back here, you were too, right? So, you actually topped out. Remember back here in, like, January 7th? You topped out over here, but, like, the price kept going, right? You're kind of in that same situation here, where momentum's starting to come down in the daily, right? Stocks are topped out, but, you know, you just kind of continued up. The difference, I would say, between this time and that time is you are at resistance, where this one you were kind of not at resistance, right? This one you were kind of just starting to move. And then this time where the stock on the daily was topped out, you actually, that was at 25K, which was also a previous big resistance. And that's when Bitcoin got the big pullback. And that's why right now, guys, I'm stressing caution. I'm stressing caution right here. Okay? We're going to be realists. Like I said, on this move up, guys, we're going to be realists. We ain't going to be moon boys this time. Okay? We ain't going to be moon boys. We're going to be realists. You guys might not like me. It is what it is. You know, but just be careful, right? At resistance with some of these things toppy here. 2 days getting up there. 2 day is, it posted the green dot, right? That was a beautiful signal. You guys remember back there, we're like, all right, 2 day green dot's printing. You got absolutely blasted from that. 2 days got a little bit more room to run here. I'm not too worried about the 2 day. The 3 day still looks bullish. You know, the 3 day still looks bullish. That is getting up there too. You know, so what we used to have is the medium term time frames were looking really, really juicy. Now those are kind of starting to get a little toppy. Not to say like we can't continue up from here. I mean, geez, I mean, if the market's bullish, you don't care about that, right? If you go back to 2020, man, I mean, look, from October to December, 3 months straight, your 3 day stock was topped out, right? It didn't care. You just kind of continued up. It didn't matter, you know? So here's the true test. This to me, this resistance right here is the true test. Not 25K. I was convinced we were going to break 25K. This 28K level is the true test to me to say, is Bitcoin really, really, really bullish? Or, you know, are we going to see, you know, a deeper pullback here? If we could break 28K with these things being slightly toppy, that just means Bitcoin is in a bull. I don't want to say a bull market. That's a little bit crazy. Bitcoin is in a mini bull market, I would say, like 2019. If we get back off 28K, and then honestly, from there, I know this sounds crazy, but I'll be looking at some of these levels, bro. Right? If 28K is broken, I would not be surprised to see mid 30Ks or even in the 40Ks. I would not be surprised. But right here is the true test. This is the test of the Vikings. All right? The test of the freaking Vikings. If we can break through this level. Am I convinced? I don't know if we're going to do it the first time. We might have to hit our head on it a few times. Remember how many times we had to hit 25K to break it? We had to hit it like freaking 5 times. We could have to do the same thing here. You know what Hold on. Let me do this. Let me do this. And maybe the FOMC meeting on Wednesday will be the catalyst for us to break 30K, right? Maybe that'll be a catalyst. You know what we need here today, guys? Let's get a little busy up in this bitch. We got 1,000 peeps in here. We got 238 likes. I don't want to show the likes, but let's get up to 500. Let's get a little hyped up in here, baby. Let's get a little hyped up in here for everyone in the chat. Let's get it. Let's freaking get it. Let's see. Who wants here? Who here in here wants a 50% drop in stacks? Teju. Don't be saying that, my man. Stacks is my baby. Stacks is my baby. Don't be talking about stacks. Stacks has moved with Bitcoin. That's like the only alt that consistently moves with Bitcoin. Why? Because it's for Bitcoin. A little bit of hint, guys. A little bit of hint. When Bitcoin's leading the charge, look at stacks. I didn't tell anyone, but shh. Let's do this. Hold up. Let's do this. All right. We need to get a little hype in here. I think we do at least. Vikings. We have made it to 28K. Now, we've got rejected twice. This is a strong wall by the bears. But if we want to break through this resistance, we need to stand together. We may need to retreat to get more reinforcements first. But we will break this level. It just might take a few tries. We might have to do multiple counterattacks to these bears. Savvy's on the fence. Savvy is almost flipped bullish. One more week above 25K, he will be bullish. Java's already dead. We already took him out. There's only a few bears left. Let's take this level and never look back. Let's do this. Spam the swords and shields now. We will not give up here. Have we fought for 10 months in the bear market to come stop here? No. Let's fight. Alright. Alright. I hope I got you a little hyped. I hope we got a little hyped in here. Let's get it. Bitcoin is getting a little moved down here. So the one level I watch in the short term, guys, is Bitcoin's been, like, on the 15-minute time frame, has been holding this upward sloping trend on the 15-minute. And if we actually switch to the hourly, look at how well on the move up. Really, ever since Bitcoin was at 20K, right? Look at all these times. BTC, right? Move up, taps the 50, continues up, right? Comes back down, consolidates above the 50 EMA on the hourly, continues up. Comes back up. What have we been doing here? We've been consolidating above the 50 EMA on the hourly time frame, right? So let's see what happens here. But this has been the catalyst to move up higher twice. If we do break the 50 EMA on the hourly, in my opinion, like that's going to be breaking this wedge to the downside, and it's going to be breaking the support that's been holding the whole way up, right? So just be cautious here. Like we are in an important time, you know. You guys are saying, Jordan, we're in a bull market. We can't dump. I'm turning into the opposite now. Now, at the lows, I was making fun of the Doom Boys for being bearish. Now I'm making fun of the Moon Boys for being too bullish. Jordan, how could you be a little bearish? Bitcoin's going to continue up from here.
I told you
Oh,
so.
man.
13K incoming.
Oh, man. I don't know, man. This guy calling for $1 million Bitcoins. It's being one of those things that, like, you see at the highs, you know. But we'll see. Jordan! But you know, if this does drop, right? If this does drop, like I said, like it would be okay. It wouldn't be the end of the world. So let's not like get our diapers in a bunch. You know, let's not get our bull diapers in a bunch. I'm still a bull. Listen, you know me, guys. I believe we wake off, and I believe the bottom is in. I don't think we see below 15K again. Right? Me personally. Could it happen? Sure. Nothing's impossible, but that's been my take. I'm not straying from that. But this is a major resistance. Bitcoin's got to drop at every major resistance on the way up, guys. 25K, the golden pocket. Now we're at 28. we're struggling with this level, with the rising wedge, with bearish divergence. Like, look at the signs. The signs are there. If we pump, cool. Let's do it. But respect the signs, right? You know, respect the signs. I could definitely see a pullback all the way back down to 25.2. Maybe we only come back down to 26.5. That's a point of confluence too, right? That's this previous high. Let's pull a quick fib. Let's do a fib from this low to this high. Let's see some of our fib levels here. Let me get rid of this. Let me get rid of this. I'll keep the 0.5. Yeah, see the 0.5 retracement, which is a good sign too, is also coming right in here at this like around 26.3 level. So like this zone right here could be a bounce point for BTC, right? If it's going to be a shallow one. If Bitcoin does dump, which you know, it's not the popular opinion, but I'm here to tell you honesty, not what I want to happen. I want Bitcoin to go to $1 million tomorrow. But, you know, we got to do what we got to do here. So this 26.5 to 26.3 would be the first bounce point I look for. If you can bounce back up, cool. You probably get a small bounce from there. We'll see if you can make a higher high after that. If you do break that, down here, we do have the golden pocket here at 25.5, which, you know, it's right above those previous highs at 25.3, which this zone right here would be the big one. Like, this is the one the bulls would want to hold. If you do see the drop, this is the zone you want to hold right here, between the golden pocket and the previous highs, between 25.6 and 25.3. That would be a major zone you want to hold, right? So those are the two levels I'm looking at if we get a drop. You know, like I said, guys, if we pump, it's one of those things that you know, that just tells you all you need to know. That just tells you all you need to know, bro. You know, Jordan trolling us. We gonna go up. We'll see. We'll see. Who we got here? Ragnoff said, "Do you agree the reason for this pump and dump is due to the derivative trading?" Oh no, it's not. Actually, it's actually spot. Right? It's actually spot that's leading this pump. It's actually not leverage. Spot buys are actually leading this pump. It's actually not. You would think it would be leverage, but it's not. It's a lot of people buying spot. A lot of people actually buying, not buying with money they don't have. Right? It's people buying with money they have. You know? So that's a good sign. That's why I'm not overly bearish. Right? Okay, cool. We're at a resistance. You see a pullback. That's natural. Nothing goes up in a straight line. Like, you know, every resistance point we've came up to, we've gotten rejected, guys. I'll keep saying that, right? 25.2, that was resistance. We got a pullback. We came up to the golden pocket, right? We got a pullback. We came up to 28K. It's okay to get a pullback, right? It's cool. It's cool. We can do it. You know, so let's stay this. And really, you have the, what is this? Is this the 200? Oh, this is the 3-day. That's why. Where is the 200 EMA? 200 EMA, it's still pretty low. 22,000. I would like to see this come up. All right, but you know, that is still pretty low. I don't think we come all the way back down to the 200 EMA, but that's another point to watch. Where's the 50? Let me see the 50 real quick. Where's the 50? 50 is at, okay, that one's coming up. That one's coming up. Like, if you were to project this out, this should be up to like 25K by the end of March, right? So we'll see. I mean, that right now is at 23,000, but that one's coming up quick. So you could do something like this, honestly. Chop, 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 chop. All right, this comes up, right, over the course of time. You back test this. You do like a really long consolidation here. You back test this, and then you finally break 28K later, right? Everyone thinks pump or dump. What if you just go sideways right here, you know? That would be like you just kind of chop in this zone for a while. And that would kind of be like the Wyckoff, right? If we just chop in this zone right here, if you look at the Wyckoff, I mean, that's what you typically do, right? You have the previous high over here. When you break above, you see that you typically get, not typically, but this is what the schematic says, is you accumulate above the resistance for a little bit before breaking to considerably higher prices, right? So maybe you do that. Maybe you just kind of chop in here for a little bit before you get a move up. It's cool. It's cool. Patience. Patience. But what I don't want to hear from you guys, if Bitcoin starts something from here, I don't want to hear, oh my God, Bitcoin's bearish again. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. I don't. Let's see. Chop alts up. Alts. Alts, yes. Alts, unfortunately, during the beginning phase like this, the alts do get chopped up on pullbacks. I feel like sideways is going to crutch alts. Yeah, John. I mean, it's what I was saying. Like, I keep hearing other people say altcoin season's coming. I don't think it's coming right now. I don't. I'm going to be honest, because that goes against everything that has always happened in the Bitcoin cycle. After the first year of bear market, okay, it's the Bitcoin show for like a year. Alts don't do anything, right? Now some do. You got to find those ones. It's not going to be the ones that are obvious. It's not going to be Matic. It's not going to be DOT. It's not going to be Avax, right? It's not going to be Cardano. The ones that everyone thinks it's going to be. It's going to be the other ones that, you know, are new. People like new alts. And it's the Bitcoin show. Alts typically, I mean, if we just go based off the past, I'm not just making this up. I don't want to sound like a dick, but like you go back to the two previous bear markets, alts usually don't do anything until Bitcoin gets close to all-time highs, right? In a significant way. They'll still go up. But they won't do what you want them to do. They're not going to be doing a 20x before Bitcoin hits all-time highs. You know what I mean? That's just typically not how the cycle works, unfortunately. And during this part of the cycle, when Bitcoin's going to carry the alts up with it. But the problem is when Bitcoin gets a pullback, those altcoins retrace like all those gains instantly, you know? So what happens is it seems like the altcoins are going up, but they're really just going sideways while Bitcoin's going up, you know? Chewy said, don't jinx us. We ain't going to jinx it. We ain't going to jinx it. Can you pull up the 43 MA and EMA on the daily for stacks and tell us if you like it? On stacks, I got you, Teju. Let's see stacks. Stacks, man. Stacks has been a beast. It goes up when Bitcoin goes up. Like I said, hint. On a pullback, I like stacks. Stacks, I mean, for right here, stacks, you have a little bearish div on the stacks. So like I wouldn't be aping into stacks right here. It's another reason. Like a lot of altcoins look kind of bearish to me, right? And like I said, I don't want to sound like savvy here. I'm just looking for a pullback. I'm not looking for new lows, you know? Stacks is some bearish div on the daily, right? Higher highs, lower highs. I'm looking for a pullback on stacks here, right? I don't think the alts are set up for a run. And I keep hearing it. I keep hearing everyone telling people, oh yeah, there's altcoin season right around the corner. I don't think that's the case. But because if you go to look at all the altcoin charts, they're all going to have bearish divs. They're all going to be looking weak, heavy, right? They don't look like they're set up for a move up, you know? Like I said, I could be wrong. Who knows? I could be wrong. I don't know. But you look at this. You got the higher highs. You got the lower highs on stacks. So I'd be looking to add some stacks on a pullback. If stacks comes back down to some of the, you know, we just pull up a little short-term retracement level here, because this one doesn't dump as much as the other ones do. I personally look to add some stacks around, you know, I wouldn't mind adding some around here about 90 cents. And I wouldn't mind adding some at the golden pocket here around 80 cents. You know, I would not look, I would not mind to pick up some stacks at these retracement levels, but only the strong ones. I'm not looking to, it's only the strong alts. You know what I mean? Some of you guys hate me in the chat. People don't like to hear the people don't like to hear the truth. That's why it's easy, guys. It's easy for me to sit here and say, guys, altcoin season's coming. It's coming, man. Altcoin's right around the corner. That gets everyone hyped up. But if we just go look at what's in the past, that's not the case. You know? It is what it is. Joe, what about sell and Maya go away? Yeah, I still think that's going to happen too. This is my take on what I think happens for Bitcoin, right? This is my take. If you want my honest opinion, my take is Bitcoin gets a pullback here, okay? Right? Retracts. I don't know if it's going to be 26.5, 25. I don't know, right? And then we look for support on top of this, right? It was a breakout, right? On these type of patterns, whether it's Wyckoff, inverse head and shoulders, whatever, you look for the retest. Okay, we get the retest. I do think Bitcoin comes up to 28K again. This is the real test. This is really what tells you, not the break of here. The break of this tells me, because look at this. if you look at the market like this, guys, right? Let's just get rid of all this, right? If you look at the market like this, let's just look at the market as a big range, right? We got the range highs. We got the range lows, right? So we got a big range right here. This is why this is the big test to me, because this was the range highs, this was the range lows. This could just end up being a big deviation, right? And you guys know I love deviations. That's my favorite thing on a chart. So if this is just a big deviation to the lows and we end up getting back above this, and then we can hold this as support, and then you see this support and this starts coming back up like this, that's when this looks super bullish. And what do we typically see on break back into ranges as deviations? Then we look for the top of the range, right? I know that sounds crazy, but that's why if we do break 28K and hold it, I'll be bullish, super bullish. But I'm being careful right here because look at how many times this acted as support. So this is not going to be an easy level to break. Just like 25K was hard. Look at support, support, support. This is big resistance, right? Let's not be moon boys at literally, this is like the biggest resistance on Bitcoin's chart. No lie, right? So that's why, like, for me, it's like, this is the big, 25.2 was a big test, but I think everyone's getting a little bit ahead of themselves. If we break 28K, that's when we get super bullish, you know? Let's see. Confirm, Jordan is a deviant. We are a deviant. We are a deviant, bro. Let's get it. Let's see. We don't want the truth, Jordan. Just give us more hopium. Here we go. You want some hopium? Here we go, man. All right. Yeah, this is my hopium for you guys. Here, inhale some hopium. Inhale some hopium. Here we go. The hopium I got for you guys is if this does break and hold a support, I would be looking for the range highs, and then people would be calling me crazy if that was the case, you know. But I need to see this, and I need to see this. Okay, I need to see one a break, two a back test, right? And then we look for these levels up here. We look for the 42K. We look for the 48K, right? We look for those crazy ass levels to the upside. But I need to see a break of this first, because this is the key level here, guys. Right here, right here. Man, we got some work to do. But dude, if we do it this week, if the FOMC meeting or something can give us some juice to get back over that, man, it's gonna be exciting. It's gonna be nice. It's gonna be exciting. It's gonna be dope. It's gonna be real dope. Bathwater said, how many Gala is Bath fading Gala right now? Bath is going nuts against Gala right now. That's funny, bro. Stacks BTC weekly chart. Let me see Stacks BTC.
BTC
I don't know. I think Stacks is going to see a pullback short term. I think Stacks will see a pullback short term. It has bearish div in the daily. You got to respect that. Stacks BTC. Let's see. Stacks. What is it? STX BTC. Let's see. On the weekly chart. Let's see. Gonna go down. You could look at this both ways. You could say this is like one big W formation. You could stay you're at resistance. You got to respect resistance, I guess, right? You got to respect resistance right here. But you'll notice there's a lot of altcoin charts looks like against Bitcoin just look pretty shady, man. But you know, like, yeah, Stacks is at resistance. So like, if and this is why I'm being like this, guys. Like, if Bitcoin gets a pullback, you're gonna see probably this pullback at least to the 50 EMA against Bitcoin, right? Against Bitcoin, because we know if Bitcoin goes down, alts go down more, right? So you would expect that Stacks would at least come and test this level right here. You see this? Look at the confluence on this. Kind of gives you a little clue, right? Look at the previous highs from over here and look at where the 50 EMA is. If this does get a pullback, they probably come in right around the same point at that pullback point, you know? Like right around here. You go, this is coming up. You tag this, that's the 50 EMA and this point from over here, and that's where you look for the bounce back up to the highs. But, you know, yeah, you are resistance, like for Stacks BTC. And Stacks has been like one of the best performing altcoins in the market. And if that's at resistance against Bitcoin, I don't know, man. We'll see. Bitcoin right now getting a little bounce off that hourly 50 EMA though, right? That's been our support this whole run up from 20. Is 20, 50 EMA, 50 EMA, 50 EMA, 50 EMA, 50 EMA, just over and over and over again. So if Bitcoin's gonna see the juice, it's gonna be from right here. It's gonna be from right here, my guys. Let's frickin' go, baby. Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Shout out to everyone. Guys, do I sound crazy here? Does anyone agree with my takes today? Does anyone agree? Anyone disagree with my takes? And let me know why in the chat. Listen, I could be wrong. Maybe Bitcoin stalls out here and goes sideways and altcoins take a rip. I just don't see the narrative for that right now. Like, why was that randomly going to happen? You know? Let me know if you agree, disagree with me in the chat. Games, movies, Bitcoin, good. Let's go, let's go. What EMAs are those? I use the 30 and the 50, man. 30 and 50 are usually pretty good for telling you the trend, right? I mean, for instance, like look at the hourly time frame. It's basically told you the trend the whole way up, you know? Just bounce after bounce after bounce. 30 and 50, that's what I use. Everyone uses different ones. Right at support, hell yeah. Agree there will be no true alt season? Oh, there will be. There will be an alt season, guys. There will be. I just don't think it's going to be right now. And I don't want people getting this false illusion that all of a sudden Bitcoin's just going to stop moving, that all of a sudden alts are just going to rip 3-4x. I don't see where that would happen. You know what I mean? I don't see how that would happen right now. Because the narrative right now is bankers are failing, and that's what Bitcoin was made for, and that's why Bitcoin is getting a bid, you know, which is kind of holding the alts up almost, you know. But it is what it is. Let's see. Jordan, want to take a look at XDC? It pushed above 0.04 today. Previously, I had issues pushing of. Let's check out XDC. We'll check out a few alts, guys. XDC is actually this chart. This is actually one of the better looking ones on the weekly. On the weekly, this one actually looks pretty sexy on the weekly, actually. Right, a lot different than some of the other ones. And I'll show you guys what I mean by some altcoin charts. Right, I'm not just gonna say it and not show you what I mean here. So this one looks good because this one.
BTC going to 0.
Excuse me.
Oh yeah.
That's it. Bitcoin going to 0. Bitcoin going to 0. Oh yeah. Man. Let's see. Who else? Psycho Pro said I told you so. 13K coming. Psycho Pro, I know you're just trolling by now. Because you ask about an altcoin every day, which means you hold a crypto. And then you tell me 13K is coming. I know you're just trolling at this point. But no, look at XTC. You broke the downtrend resistance. You also broke the little formation high, this little consolidation formation high. So this one looks good. You're also breaking the 50 EMA in the weekly. So like this chart looks beastly on the higher time frames. If we zoom in, all right, let's zoom in a little bit. Let's zoom in. Yeah, this one's looking beast. This one's a beast right now. This one is just a freaking beast. Let's pull a quick fib. See what we can do with this. Let's take the lowest, highest to the lows. Yeah. So this right here is most likely going to be a vector candle here, just because you got the fast move down there, right? I wouldn't be surprised if this comes up to tag the 618. As long as Bitcoin doesn't dump like tonight, this one looks strong. This one, like, it's most likely will tag this golden pocket here, around about 5 cents, right? Sounds crazy. Actually, does it? I don't know, but it's about a 25% move up from here. I would not be shocked, as long as Bitcoin doesn't dump tonight, which, we'll see. We'll see. I wouldn't be surprised if this one's going to move up. This one looks strong right now. Looks strong as an ox. Like an ox, baby. Let's go. Let's see. Nuts Flush is mad at me. Man, some of you guys are mad at me today, man. I told you guys the other day. Some of you guys wouldn't like me. Right? It is what it is. You guys will when Bitcoin's dropping to 25K. Just saying. All right. Anyways. Mr. Hart said, you want to see a beast? Look at DGNX. Let's look at DGNX. DGNX. They don't even have it on here, right? I haven't even heard of DGNX, bro. I've never even heard of DGNX. Man. What we gonna do? Let's look at ETH. We haven't looked at ETH today. See, here's one of the charts that gets me a little iffy, right? This is my baby. I don't want to see ETH go down. ETH is my baby. ETH doesn't deserve to go down. ETH is a beast. But, the swing failure is real here, right? The test to the high, the break, right? The swing fail back in. You try to get back above again, you get rejected again. Right? What do we know about ranges? If you reject the range highs and you deviate above, you look for the range lows. Now, what will be the range lows in this circumstance? I mean, you look at where this one came back down to, right? I know this sounds like pretty bad, but you got to understand, it's the Bitcoin show. I could see ETH coming back down to 1,500. I know that sounds crazy. And I don't want to see that.
Animal is hippopotamus,
hippopotamus,
hippopotamus, hippopotamus, hippopotamus, hippopotamus, hippopotamus, hippopotamus.
What are you saying?
Hippopotamus, 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 hippopotamus,
Hippopotamus,
hippopotamus,
hippopotamus.
hippopotamus,
Franco,
hippopotamus.
get out of here with the hippopotamus, man. The hippopotamus.
What's up with all the 1 million BTC calls lately?
Oh, bro, that's the 1 million BTC calls are also what's make me feel a little bearish too. I'm not gonna lie. I actually didn't think that the narrative would flip so bullish already. But I'm seeing like just bullishness up the wazoo. I thought there would still be some disbelief. Is anyone still in disbelief? I don't know. Guys, what do you think? Let me know in the chat. What comes first? What comes first for Bitcoin? All right? 18K or 35K? 18K or 35K? Let me know what you think comes first. Actually, no. Yeah, I guess we'll keep it 18K. 18K, 35K. What comes first? I still thought there would be more disbelief. But I'm seeing a lot of bullishness. And I can't be biased. Man. Ask Savvy. What is fear? Spam the hippos. Spam the hippos. Disbelief. 35K. Not going to go below 20K again. I generally believe, John. I agree with you. 35. Let's see. Actually, Echo Pro said, there goes he said 13. I'm seeing kind of 50-50 results. I'm seeing kind of 50-50, actually. I guess, okay, maybe there's more disbelief than I thought. The results in the chat seem pretty 50-50 to me. So maybe there still is a lot of disbelief. I don't know. We'll have to see, guys. We'll have to see. We'll definitely have to see with this bad boy. Like shit, dude. We'll have to see. 17K. Bathwater said COVID part 2 is loading. I'm so sick of Black Swan events, man. This has been Black Swan event after Black Swan event since 2020, bro. Can we just go back to normal life? It's like, oh my God, there's always something. Can we just go back from the time between, can we go back to the time between like 2005 to like 2020 when like everything was normal for the most part? Like everything was pretty normal. Like, things were doing what they were doing, it was great. Man, now it's thing after thing after thing. Man. Let's see. I still thought we'll pull back to 25K and then we'll get our bounce. It is what it is, bro. I'm still sticking to my theory. I nothing's really changed for me, right? We're at 28K. I'm expecting some pullback here. And then we go from there, you know? Then we go from there. Let's take it day by day. Well, that's the thing I want to be. I want to take it level by level. I'm not going to be the guy instantly calling for 50. I'm not going to be a guy, you know, if we get one red day, instantly calling for 18K. Let's play it level by level. Right now, we're in a range between 25K and 28K. Play it as a range. There's not much in between, right? So we say, okay, as long as we're above 25, it's okay. As long as we're below 28, I guess you can say 29. As long as you're below 29, there ain't nothing to get too excited about. You're just kind of in this little weird box now. Okay, we can just look at this as a weird box on the chart. Let's go back to when BTC was a newborn. Facts. Devin said 25K is healthy. I agree. I actually want to, contrary to popular belief, I actually want to see a pullback to 25 too, because at some point I do believe we'd test that. I would like to do it rather now than have to do it, you know, in the future. Let's see. 29,570 is the top. 29,570 is the top. Yeah, I mean, Bitcoin is just still kind of making higher lows. I wouldn't rule out a little stop hunt here, right? So right here, do I really think it just wouldn't, you know, sometimes in the chart, guys, it just wouldn't make sense for Bitcoin to just dump like this. What do you typically see before a dump?
Can you check HBAR chart?
You usually see a spike to the upside, right? To take out the shorts first, and then you see the move back down, right? So that's why, and you know, we know that 28.8, we haven't tagged it yet, which is weird. Because that's the top of the CME futures chart, is at 28.8. We didn't tag it yet. You know, I guess we did on the futures chart, and we on the monthly chart. It just makes so much sense to tag this wick low right here at 28.8, and that's why, you know, even though we might look for a pullback, I still wouldn't rule out a little stop hunt to the upside, right? Almost come back up to the top of this channel one more time. Right, come up to this like 28.8, right, 28.9, something like that, and then see the spike down like that. You know, I wouldn't rule it out. Basically, how I would trade this if I was trading this, right, is there's two areas I look for a short. I look for a short either if Bitcoin pumped like this, dumped, right, and then found resistance here again, I'd short there, or if Bitcoin pumped. Or if Bitcoin just dumps from here, just does this, comes back up, finds resistance like this, and starts coming back down, this is where I'd short there, right? With obviously a stop up here, right here, I put a stop up here above these highs again. Those are where I short. From right here, you're kind of chasing the move. You want to look for a good entry. A long, bro, I mean, the play has been long in this long. For me, right, a long, if you're looking to scalp, you know, a quick little scalp right here, maybe, I don't know, you scalp it from this low again. I mean, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in a row that worked, you know. So I would play it like that if I was looking at this, you know, keeping it super simple, not doing anything crazy, bro. BTC does what it wants, and obviously if it's bullish, right? If I'm not in the trade right now, if it's bullish and it just does this, so be it. We'll get on to the next one, you know? If Bitcoin just does that, which lately, to be fair, I mean, that's what Bitcoin's been doing, right? It dips and then it gets everyone super bullish, and then all of a sudden it just freaking moons, you know? So if it just does this, okay, we missed that long, and we wait for a retest, right? And then maybe we get back in down here, right? And then we play it back up, you know? But I'm not trying to chase the move either way. And right here, I'm honestly not really looking for... I'm not looking for a massive long right at resistance, personally, you know? It's just... the risk versus reward right here is in my opinion, kind of small, but we'll see what happens. I like to do see hitting 21.1 the next 35 hours. I haven't seen a savvy lately. Please dump BTC. It's our only hope to make sure he's okay. He's not, right? Let's see what Savvy says. Savvy right now, he's on a fishing trip, I think. Savvy! Savvy! See? What's going on, guys? It's Savvy. Oh yeah, I haven't uploaded a video in like 4 days. I'm on a fishing trip. It has totally nothing to do with Bitcoin breaking my bearish narratives. Oh, look. I caught a big bat. Oh, no. That's a sock. Shit. Oh, is that the sock that Jordan ate? I have to eat that now? Okay, I guess not. But guys, yeah, I am still not bullish. I know I said I would flip bullish, but I am still not bullish. I'm waiting for an open and a close above the 55-week EMA. If we see both of those, I will flip bullish, even though I probably won't, and I'll say that I will, but I won't. I'll still be bearish. And then when it finally dumps, like at 40K, that's when I'll say, I told you so. I told you so. Right? From 15 to 40K, I'll say I'm bearish. And then when it finally dumps, I'll say, I told you so. I'm such a good perma bear. I'm never bullish. I'm going to keep laddering my shorts all the way from 15K to 40K. I'll never get stopped out. Oh, man. I'll never get stopped out. Man, it's a good life being a perma bear. All right. Is that proof of suck? Proof of suck, is that a security? I don't know. I don't know if that's a security. I don't know. Crypto Solo said Savvy is the man. Yeah, if you like missing bull markets. Definitely. Let's see. Robert, what's going on, bro? What's going on? What's going on, bro? All right. NASDAQ actually got a little bid today. NASDAQ was actually pretty good today. It got sold off and then came back up. So the NASDAQ, we know, broke out from, a big falling broadening wedge, and then it broke up from a small falling broadening wedge, right? And now you're kind of back up at the previous highs. So, this S&P, NASDAQ could just chill out. They probably will just chill out until Wednesday when you have the FOMC at 2:30. You'll probably see the markets just chill out for the most part, right? So I know we're all kind of waiting for Bitcoin to do a move. To be honest, would be surprised if Bitcoin just kind of chopped in this zone until Wednesday, right? Just kind of chopped into this zone till Wednesday, right? Below 25, below 28, and kind of keep it making higher lows here, right? It might do a little rink or a little rink in the meantime, but I won't be surprised to just see it chop, 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 and kind of do its thing over here. Something like that. No alt, so bored. GG. Bro, there's nothing to say about altcoins. There's no point of looking at altcoins right now. If you want true honesty, there is no point in looking at altcoins right now. Zero. Zilch. Nada. Zilch. All right, let me look at some altcoins. And I'll show you guys what I'm kind of looking at, right? So let's see. Let's look at some of the big ones, right? The ones that, everyone seems to be in. Let's see. Let's look at Matic. Matic's the perfect example to me of why it's a lot of these altcoins broke some big trends. Look at Matic, for example, right? Let's bring it up. Matic on let's go to the 8 hour on Matic. That's a good one. So look at Matic, right? Actually, let's zoom in a little bit more. Let's go to the 4 hour on Matic. All right, so Matic here, 4 hour time frame. What do we got going on? Well, you broke this uptrend, right? So since Bitcoin's been really coming up from 20K, Matic came up too, right? You broke the uptrend, okay? And now you got sort of that M formation at the highs. Now, you certainly could just bounce from right here, and this would be the first. Now how you want to see Matic be bullish now? Let me just get rid of this. Is you want to bounce off this range here, right? So you have 1, 2, 3 supports, okay? Matic probably gets a bounce right here, okay? The big question is, if it does see a little bit of a bounce, can you come up and really start to move? Other than that, I mean, it ain't looking too good, if we want to keep it 100 here, right? It looks pretty shady, and it looks like, to me, even if this does get a bounce, I still think it's too obvious to bounce right here. Just like we say with the upside, it's too obvious to get a rejection. I still think this would sweep the lows down here, before coming back up, right? You would take out these lows and then sweep up before it even comes back up, right? You don't I don't see you bouncing from the same level 3 times, letting everyone have the easiest place to buy and long from 3 times, right? I think the sweeps the lows, comes back like this, okay? A little bit lower. What would be the perfect level? Well, the level you bounced off last time, we had a big pullback, which was the golden pocket, right? Probably around 105. Right? That's just Matic, right? If we look at some of the other ones, let's look at Cardano, right? Everyone's favorite one, Cardano. Let's look at Cardano here. Let's look at this. Look at Cardano. Cardano also did break. It's, I mean, the thing about Cardano, I gotta say, like, Cardano's chart, man, Cardano's chart looks, I'm trying to be nice. It's hard for me to be bullish on this guy right here, right? Why? Why is it hard for me? I mean, just look at the formation. Look at the formation. You have the M formation at the highs. Okay, you break it to the downside. What does it do? It comes back up, retests, gets rejected, right? M formation lows, literally flips the previous support into resistance, and now you're below the 50 EMA in the daily, spiking up to the upside. Look at the wicks. It tells you all you need to know, right? We're a big fan of wicks. Look at the wicks. Buyers trying to push it up, getting sold off instantly, right? Now, how does this get bullish? You gotta get back above this and hold this as support now. That's where you get bullish there. But below here, man, it's hard for me to get super bullish right here, man. You know, I'm just keeping it 100. If it pumps back above this, okay, cool. If we get back above 35, 60, then we can start talking, you know, a bullish trend for ADA. But you tried a couple times and got instant rejected to the lows. Not picking on ADA. A lot of them look like this, you know, where, you know, if you get the M formation, the back, the retest, you do look for the continuation, right? We'll see. Avax, literally the same chart. Literally the same chart as ADA, right? You got the lows, M formation, retest, right? How do you get bullish on Avax? You got to flip this support, resistance now as support again. That's where you get bullish. But below here, you know, you kind of got like a little bear flag coming in here, right? Where you got a dump into a bear flag. You look for the continuation after the retest of the lows, right? I don't know. That's why I'm looking at alts right now. They don't look very strong. It could change. But right now, a lot of the high cap alts don't look very strong. BNB is kind of being like artificially inflated by CZ. BNB is still like literally at the highs. Like BNB is literally being kept up by CZ here. Look at this shit. It's literally still being at the damn highs, bro. Check BTC. Yeah, BTC is still at 27,911. 27,911, man. I think the best case for altcoins, guys, is Bitcoin breaking this 28K level, right? Getting into the 30s and then holding there. That's the best case for alts. Below this level, it's hard for me to get bullish on alts, though. Let's see. The market is slow because everyone's scared for Trump. You think so? Yeah, but BNB is just getting audibly, like, CZ is just holding this shit up by himself. Look at this. Like, every other alt's like down here. This one is just chilling at the highs. Look at that, man. It's classic. It's classic. Classic CZ shit. CZ's just in here going, you think you're going to dump the market? No, you're not. Let's look at some other ones. Shib. Shib's another great one. I think Shib tells you all you need to know, really. Look at Shib. So Shib, let's zoom in first, and I'll show you guys what I mean on the short term. So Shib in the short term broke, right? Short-term trend to the downside. You can see it, right? Right? Higher lows. You broke trend, right? Now it's coming back up. Okay, cool. Coming back up. But if it comes back up and resists here again, you're looking for down here again, right? And if you look at the daily, Bitcoin's at resistance, and little old Shibby got resistance from the 50 EMA again, and the downtrend of resistance again, right? So, below this trend line, again, I guess it's kind of the same, right? I mean, we're still below this trend line on the daily. That's what it is. That's what it is. Let's go. Let's keep looking at. We'll look at a few more. XRP. Just kind of. There's not much to say about XRP. It's just coming down in a falling wedge. Eventually, this will break to the upside, but that could be, you know, after I think Bitcoin corrects or whenever that is. That could be out in like April when this finally breaks out. You know, but you know, XRP probably just chops in this for a while before it eventually hits the support again, which has been support, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. Eventually hits this and then probably gets a bounce back up to this white box up here, right? Eventually, you gotta have patience with this one though. But XRP slowly churning in there, man. Yo, Dylan Pereira, what's going on, bro? What's going on, Dylan Pereira? Let's see. CZ has got BNB and BUSD. Nice. Gary Gordon wants stacks. We looked at stacks earlier. I'm trying to focus on the big boys here. Stacks we talked about a little bit earlier. I'll check it again for you, my guy. Stacks. Yeah, I mean, stacks, again today. I mean, it's up 5% again today. Let's see. Stacks, the only thing I'll say about stacks is, yes, I'm super bullish on stacks. As long as Bitcoin is daddy, stacks is like second daddy. Because stacks is for Bitcoin. Stacks is built for Bitcoin. So it's like the altcoin for Bitcoin. So when Bitcoin's going nuts, you guys can see on the Bitcoin rallies, right? Stacks from the lows. I mean, we're talking about this being up 6x from the lows since January here. I wouldn't FOMO, okay, because you do have bearish div on the daily time frame. But if Stacks does get another pullback, if we do see that pullback on Bitcoin, which, I mean, we'll see if it happens. If we do, I'm picking up more Stacks probably at 90 cents and 80 cents if I get the opportunity, because Stacks is a beast when Bitcoin's a beast. So we'll see what happens to that. You get a little bearish div, you get a little higher high, a little lower high. So, you know, another one that's kind of not really at resistance, but showing a little bit, maybe a pullback. Maybe a pullback is in store here. But, you know, this is another one that I've been calling for pullback, is sort of gotten you wrecked in the last couple months here. Come on, Corn. Give us a move, man. I honestly don't think we'll see a big move right now. The market's sort of uncertain about what is the Fed gonna do? What is the Fed gonna do? What's little Jerome the Gnome gonna do out there? We don't know. We don't know what Jerome the Gnome's gonna be doing. Bah, Jerome the Gnome. Is he gonna do 50 and we dump? Is he gonna do 0 and we pump? Or is he gonna do 25 and nothing happens? We don't know. No, I feel like we're at that point where it's like, here's the point we're at with Bitcoin, right? We're at that point where no one wants to sell their Bitcoin, right? No one wants to sell their Bitcoin right now. You just know, because this pump is not leverage driven. It is spot driven, which means that no one wants to be selling their Bitcoin at these levels, right? But you're also at that point where, you know, where it's like, do people have the risk appetite for alts yet? I don't think so, right? So, and there's obviously the narrative with Bitcoin right now. And the macro still, you know, I think it's a little bit overblown. But you're at that point right now where you start to get a little bit of confidence back. Slowly but surely here. Slowly but surely. We get the confidence back. Vic said I did sell at 20K to 28K. Never go broke taking profits, man. You never go broke taking some profits, but you do go broke round tripping. That's always my saying. It's gonna be my saying this time. You go broke round tripping, but you never go broke taking profits, my friend. Miles said it's hype driven. Bear guts. If it pumps, we are dumping. If it dumps, we will pump. Let's go, bear guts. Let's go, man. It's so true. That's so true, my guy. Shit. Let's see. I'm beginning to suspect that $1 million BTC in 3 months may not happen. Hey, guys, I would take that bet 10 times out of 10. Bitcoin will not hit $1 million in the next 3 months. That guy's just using that for hype, right? He's using that for hype. He's using that for attention. He has enough money where $1 million literally isn't even enough. He probably doesn't even care about the 1 million. As long as it hypes up Bitcoin a little bit, he probably makes more off the hype, you know. But you know, Bitcoin will not hit $1 million in the next 3 months. And honestly,
thank you.
I say this: you don't want Bitcoin to hit $1 million in the next 3 months, because if Bitcoin hits $1 million in the next 3 months, that means we have more shit to worry about than Bitcoin going to $1 million. That means your coffee at the coffee shop will cost $20. That means you want to go get lunch, $100. You know, and the people, and that means that's okay for the people who got in crypto. Okay, we caught up with the inflation, but for the people who didn't, that means they're going to be wrecked. And that means the world and the economy and the society is going to be a shit show. It's not going to be safe anywhere. You don't want Bitcoin going to $1 million in 3 months. You don't want that. As much as it would be cool, that means the only way it does that is if shit hits the fan, right? You don't want that. I'm telling you right now. As much as a moon boy that it would be awesome just to see it happen. That means that, okay, the people who are in crypto will be winners, but everyone else will be wrecked by inflation. Wrecked. I don't want to see that personally, right? To me, that's being slightly selfish. I would prefer not to see that, because people would be getting wrecked, bro. Right, by inflation. Like it would be insane. That is their problems in incognito. I guess you want to look at it like that. You know, Judge Bible said too late. Sounds bearish to me. Savvy in the house. No, it's not me being bearish. I just don't want to see society go in the drain, bro. You know, I'd rather Bitcoin go to like 100K, but then inflation doesn't go to the moon, you know, then us go to 1 million, but then everything, okay, Bitcoin does a 20x, then everything costs 20x more. You know, did you really make a gain in that sense? No. You know, it seems like you did, but you really didn't. It's just that everything costs more, you know. Anyways, the bear up here is waiting the little bear up here is waiting. We'll see if we can smash this bear. I want to kick this bear's ass. I want to kick this bear right in the nutsack. Where is it? Boom! Boom. I still think we can see this once more spike up. The question is, will we kick the bear in the nutsack? Boom! Or will the bear eat us with a bear whale that's waiting up here with his shorts waiting up here to absorb all the longs that are going to go long on the breakout, because you know they're going to come. They're not going to long at the support right here because they're scared. They're going to wait for the breakout. Carl the Moon's going to go, we're getting the breakout. Hey, we're going to get the breakout. Then all of a sudden you're going to see an upload on YouTube. What's going, guys? It's Carl the Moon. Shh. Guys, Bitcoin is getting a massive breakout right now above 28K. I'm going long right now, and I could have went long earlier. I'm going long right here on the breakout. If you want to go long just like me on this breakout, join Bybit using my link down below. You can long Bitcoin on the breakout. All right? Nothing wrong can happen. Carl!
Bro, you've been on YouTube for like 5 years. You shilling Bybit? Bro, why are you even shilling Bybit at this point? Christ, man, just make YouTube videos. Make TA videos. Why are you shilling Bybit, bro? Oh my God, man. Christ. I'm going to go long anyway, because Carl's good at TA. He's good at TA. I'm going long.
Right? All the nubs said, yeah, breakout. The bear whale's waiting up here, eating all those longs as liquidity to then push it back down. I hope that's not the case, but I could see something like that playing out. But because you remember how remember that if we break 25K, we're going straight to 30, and then Bitcoin went to 26. and then dumped, I could see it being something like that. If we break 28, we're going straight to 35. You know? You never go straight to the level that everyone says you're gonna go straight to. That's never how it works. Go long. I'm gonna go 250x. Let's go, baby. Let's see what we got. Nexa, please. Traded on MEXC. All right, let's do Nexa. Nexa. Appreciate the super chat in there. Nexa on MEXC. All right. Let's see what we got. Let's see what this one is. So, not a lot of trading in here. I mean, it's very, very new. Yeah, it's not much to say about this one. I mean, you just posted that you got a green dot on the 1 hour time frame right after backtesting the 50. Right? So that was a good opportunity there. Now, you're kind of in this weird spot. We might have to zoom in a little bit to see. Yeah, you're getting a little bit of a, right? Ultra short-term time frame. You're getting a little rejection off those previous highs. So, you know, for me right now, if I'm going to look for something for this, right? For me to go long, I'd want to see a reclaim, right? A retest. And then I want to see some type of consolidation here. And then I'm going to go long, right? Here. If I'm looking to short, you know, I think the time to short was on the first retest. But, you know, that's where I'd look for a long here if I'm looking for a long. Short, honestly, like on this one, either if you see like a little short-term M formation right here at the resistance, or, you know, if we do see that little trigger, we look to take out these wicks here, right? And then we play this, okay, we break the highs, we deviate back in, boom! We short from right there, right? And we play it back down to the range lows. We play the little deviations. This could be a little deviation here. You play that back to the highs, like this. Or if we deviate to the highs, we take it back to the lows. But overall, like as far as like general direction, there's not really enough to say, not really enough data in here to say, you know? Not enough data to say like, okay, we're going here. It actually looks, this one actually looks pretty good though, right? Rise, retest. Won't be surprised to take out these wicks up here, right? And do a little whoop, bear stiff, whoop, pull back like that. Won't be surprised to see something like that. 27,889. Who we got in here, man? Who we got? Dan said he's got an attention span of a moth. A moth. That's funny because if I honestly now that I picture it, if I had to picture one animal with a low attention span, it'd be a moth. It definitely would. That's funny. Oh, bro, that's funny. A moth. I'm just picturing a moth flying around and saying, "Ooh, look a light. Ooh, look a plant. Ooh, look a little food particle on the ground." Ooh, it's like a dog, but a moth. Mattio, what's going on, bro? We said HBAR. Let's look at HBAR, bro. Let's look at HBAR. We'll see if I sound a little bearish on it. Don't be mad at me. Let's see. HBAR. Let's see what we got on this, man. I mean, let's zoom out to the daily first, right? Let's zoom out to the daily first.
HBAR, please and thank you.
So, I mean, if we're just looking at this big picture, right? We got, see, my one thing that I don't mind with this, I would say, first of all, is you're above here. And this is, but you've already kind of played this out, right? So you had the lows, you deviated, right? So lows, you deviated below, came back in, you look for the range highs. So you get the range highs. And then what'd you do, right? And this is why deviations are so strong, guys. Look at this. So then you had the highs. Look at this. You had the highs. So you had the range highs. What'd you do? You deviated the highs. What would be the target then? You deviate the range to the range lows. You came all the way back to the range lows. So like that was like two perfect setups in the daily that would have played out, right? Now what do we got? Well, now, actually, if you look at this, you could argue that you deviated the range lows. Again, right? See the wicks? You basically take out the stops of the previous lows. So now, okay, this one still could pull back all the way back down here and form a W formation, but still at bigger time frames, right? If you're just looking at this from basically a deviation standpoint like this, you would now target again back to the range highs. Why? Because you broke the range lows and you get back in. Like these have been playing out perfectly on a lot of these alts. So this one again, I would not be surprised again if, you know, it might not just go straight like this, don't get me wrong, but the target would be again back at the range highs again. You could do a W where you come back down, right? Bitcoin gets a pullback, HBAR dumps back down, I don't know, 10%, you know, and then you kind of play it like that and you play it back up. But the daily still, this is a big range right here, right? Ignore the FTX dump and just look at this as if this price action didn't exist. You have this, right? We play this as support, we play this as resistance. And we just play it. If you deviate one side, you look for the other side. If you deviate one side, you look for the other side. You know, over and over and over again. Woodwater said, eh. And if we zoom in a little bit, let's zoom in on the 4-hour time frame. Let's zoom in. So if we zoom in, see, you kind of breaking the short-term trend, you know? If you can get back in here, okay, great. But you're kind of breaking the short-term trend, right? So here, if this comes up and gets, let me zoom in a little bit more. So this one, if you notice, you broke this to the downside, right? So short-term looks a little eh. If you come back up, you back test this as resistance now, you're probably gonna see that low again, right? Most likely. If you break back in though, then it's a deviation. You play the range high, right? That's why there's multiple ways you can play this. That's why that's my favorite style is the deviation swing failure pattern styles. But oh, we got some tunes. Man. We need a pump song. Oh, YouTube's gonna take this video down. They're gonna take this video down. We gotta play some music in here. Our music, baby.
Look at me, take a picture, it'll last longer. The mirror on the wall say I'm getting stronger. Hey yo, the mirror don't lie.
I'm so sexy, man.
Hey yo, the mirror don't lie. Look at me, take a picture, it'll last longer. The mirror on the wall say I'm getting stronger. Hey yo, the mirror don't lie. If you want the truth, don't close your eyes. We got our back against the wall, we gotta fight back. I need a theme song, this the right track. I ain't got no cape or no superpowers. Just confidence and self-esteem, the world is ours. I believed in me when nobody didn't. This ain't no freestyle, just some facts that's written. Come on, let's hear it for the boy. He bringing pain at the same time joy. I bob and weave through the crowd, so untouchable. At first they hate, then they loving you. It's a crazy cycle, but I'm going through it. I wish I was lying, that's why I show and prove it. I'm destined to be one of the best to do it. I ain't saying I'm the GOAT, but I'm closer to it.
Alright. You know the mirror don't lie. You know the charts don't lie. We need a remix that says, you know the charts don't lie. You know the mirror needs to lie, for real. That mirror needs to lie. It does, for real. For real. All right. Man. So Bitcoin's final little bid, which is good. Once again, where'd you find a bounce? The 50 EMA. It's consistently doing it. It's been pretty amazing here on the hourly time frame. Just bounce out the 50 over and over again. Let's see. Charles Hoskinson gave a great talk about war on cryptocurrency. I'm sure he did. Bro, the mirror lied. Oh, man. Let's see. Yo, shout out to Robert Demeter, man. you guys are new to the stream, make sure you guys subscribe. I'm probably gonna end up. We did HBAR. We did all those. Yeah, I'm probably gonna end up calling a stream today, guys. Bitcoin's kind of just chilling out. You're seeing altcoins get a little bit of bounce back up, so at least giving some breathing air for some altcoins here in the short term. Once again, like here in the immediate short term, I think there's a couple scenarios that could play out. I still would not be surprised to see one more spike to the upside, and that's going to be the true test of like, is Bitcoin really gonna break 28K, or is this wedge, which once again the top of the wedge and the little bear is waiting up there to absorb those longs? Is he gonna absorb those longs to push it back down like this? You know, it might not be today, right? We could still go we could go sideways all day tomorrow, as the FOMC meeting is on Wednesday, right? And then get the move, little spike up and then spike back down. But the question is, if Bitcoin's really bullish right now, like if Bitcoin is super bull mode, what you'll see is this, right? This is what you'll see. If Bitcoin's super freaking bull mode, we're just gonna smash through that. And at that point, we'll party like the USA and we'll go about our day, right? And I'll continue to say this: just be careful at this resistance, guys. I don't want to sound like savvy, but just be careful at this resistance. That's all I'll say. Anyways, I'm out. Peace. Later. Catch you guys tomorrow. All right. Later, guys. Have a fantastic night. And don't say that. Never a good time to take profits. Well, it is a good time to take profits. Diamond hands is only good for so far. Peace.